Hi, Kara Cards for Engearment.com here at OMA Day 2. Doing wonderfully. Lights are back on. I have Matt here with Marmot. And if you have been outside in the States, you know about Marmot. You know they do great stuff. So Matt, pleasure to be here with you. What do you want to tell us about today?
Well, so Marmot, I'll give you a quick introduction on the brand of Marmot. So Marmot's been around for roughly 51 years now. And one of the most unique things about Marmot is we were the very first company to ever use Gore-Tex. A lot of people don't realize that. So we still do a lot of Gore product. We do a whole line of insulation, which we're super strong in. And then we all do equipment, tents, bags, all that kind of stuff. We're going to focus this first part here on some insulation, which we have new coming out for fall 2025. These will all be coming out, somewhere between July and September of next year, or this year. So I'm going to focus on the guides down first. So one of the things with guides down is this is the 15th anniversary of our guides down jacket. So we've been making this a long time in some version of it, and we've made a bunch of updates to it. We've made the cut a little bit longer than the previous seasons, just to give that little longer look to it. But the really big thing here is that on the insulation. Last year we did a big update onto this where we're doing a 80% recycled down blend, and then we're also putting in 20% of a kapok flower, which is this big white flower. It's about this big that grows in the Amazon, and we grind that up and mix it in with the down, and to create this really nice sustainable story. Because the beauty of the kapok flower is it grows this big, and you can cut the flower off, and it just keeps growing back on the tree. So it's constantly refilling itself on the tree, and we keep doing that. And it's naturally hydrophobic as well. So we can blend it in there with recycled down and create a really nice big block pattern down jacket here that's got a sustainable story to it. Okay, that's the guides down. Big block, big, nice, big warm jacket. Brand new is going to be our mono quilt story here. So the mono quilt, we'll do this in a jacket, a vest, and a hooded jacket. And this is going to be our lightweight insulation. It's using Primaloft Gold, which is a real premium insulation inside of it. And you'll notice this kind of like funky little like kind of checkered pattern here. And the beauty of the way we did this pattern is we did the most minimal stitching possible that we could do on this and keep that insulation in place in here. And the reason we want to do the most minimal amount of stitching, when you see these lightweight pieces, every time you do a stitch through it is a place where air can escape. And you'll see some of these lightweight jackets with just stitches just everywhere, all over it. And so if you look at this, it's super minimal. So we get a really good thermal efficient story in here. We have a whole thing with thermal imagery on this and how thermal efficient it really is. And we can actually speak to that really clearly on it as well as a company. But again, we'll have a hood, a jacket, and a vest in this story.
And it is fantastic. These synthetic jackets are so nice with the sheets instead of the padded down, so it doesn't move around.
You can see it on a mannequin here as well, how it looks on body. It's got a nice kind of sculpted cut here. It's real modern. It's a great piece. I'm really looking forward to getting one. Unfortunately, I'm not sample size. All right. So the next piece I want to talk to you, this is actually, from a personal standpoint, what I'm probably the most excited about.
And I can see why.
Is our new Aero thermal story. I'm going to lay this down so you guys can see this. If we open this jacket up. Okay. So this is combining two different technologies that we use. This is called using Warm Cube, which is what you see right here. And then you're going to see Aerothermal, which is going to be this kind of piley fleece right here. So Warm Cube is a thing we've had out for a few years. We keep iterating on it, keep improving on it, where you're going to have these actual pockets of down in here. You can see that are separated. So the thing is when your jacket and you're standing still, it's going to be a really good insulative value. But then when you start moving, you can see how these panels kind of separate and move around. And this is going to allow air to penetrate through and your heat to extract. So when you're moving and doing activities, things like backcountry skiing and ski touring, it's going to allow that heat to escape from you rather than just retaining it.
That perfect mid-layer.
It's a great mid-layer piece. It's going to be good insulative value, but also breathe in air so you don't get too hot in it. And then on the sides and then through the sleeves, we're going to have this Aerothermal, which is a Primaloft fabric that's a high loft fleece that is super breathable and really high warmth retention, but it allows to expel that heat. So this is really what we call an active insulation piece on it. And we're going to have two versions of this. So this is the down version. So basically it's like a down vest with those kind of Aerothermal sleeves on it. And then we also have a vest for it as well. So just the vest piece here. And then down the sides of it, you're going to have that Aerothermal material here. This one, I'm a big ski tourer. I'm really excited for this piece personally on here. And then a little bit more of a year-round piece. This is really a winter piece, but really more of a year-round piece. is this is going to be the Aerothermal jacket, and then we also have the Aerothermal anorak that you see here. So it just has that Aerothermal high loft fleece from no, I keep saying I want to say Polartec, but it's not Primaloft. Sorry, Primaloft on it, and it's through the whole jacket. I feel like this is the piece personally I'm going to wear all season long and the most. And this is what piece I think I'm going to use a ton and be really, really excited about.
And speaking from experience, this Primaloft fabric or active insulation on the inside, it's comfortable enough to wear next to skin as well.
It is.
It is so soft. It's amazing. And it sheds moisture. It sheds heat. It retains heat as well. It's wonderful. I'm super excited to see this new line from Marmot. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.